Utes and Tradies, they go together like meat pies and tomato sauce, like Queenslanders and Forex, like a tradie and a cold beer at Friday afternoon knockoff for that matter. Our Aussie tradies work hard and they rely on their vehicles for their livelihood. So a work ute needs to be functional, practical and hard wearing. Then there are lifestyle factors like cruising around the weekend or lugging the kids about. We let 4 tradies loose with 4 very different utes to see how they stack up. Our tradies have had the utes for the past few days and have spent the majority of their time in one, but have had the opportunity to get to know the other 3 as well. We're here at Little Creatures Mini Excavations for a catch-up. Meet Rob and the affordable Mahindra Genio, Sam in the dual cab Volkswagen Amarok, David and the 7-seat left-of-centre Renault Master, and John in the sporty Holden Commodore SV6. So overall, what did you think?
I really enjoyed the car. Practicality wise, I found it a little bit difficult getting in and out of sites, but yeah, really nice car to drive.
Great power and very comfortable car. Being the Tarbot wasn't as practical for our work, I don't think, to throw planks and stuff in, but good family car to get the kids in the back.
It's got a big tray, it's got a lot of room, it's got good power for its size, and overall fairly comfortable.
It's a fantastic work ute. I really enjoyed it. I was surprised with a few of the features. It's got a high GPM, quite a good carry capacity for a single cab ute of this size.
Well, what did you like about the interior?
The interior is quite comfortable. I wasn't expecting it to be as comfortable as it is. You're also sitting quite high as well, which coming from trucks and stuff like that all the time, it is a comfortable seating position.
What I liked is when you hit reverse, turn the radio off and everything for you, so you could concentrate and put up the reverse camera, and beautiful to drive.
I thought the interior did look fairly basic, but at the same time it had all of what you needed, but there were no reversing sensors, camera. Those things would definitely come in handy.
Interior's really well finished off. I think probably one of their best finished cars, to date.
Anything that really annoyed you?
Just the clearance, like the ground clearance being so low. That's really the only negative I could really see.
A few of the things with the interior I didn't like was the finish. And that was a little bit disappointing. Doesn't have Bluetooth. I find running a business, you really need to be able to answer the phone when it rings. So having Bluetooth connectivity in a car is really important.
The gear change is jerky. It sometimes doesn't want to engage first, which means you're rolling back a fair bit.
Probably a little bit more height would be nice if you're going to go on these sites, but it's not being a tray, it's not really a work ute.
Now for the positives, what were your favourite things?
It's so comfortable and quiet, and yeah, just everything's there. It's got all the cigarette lighters for your phones and stuff like that all over the place.
Essentially, one of the biggest advantages with this car is it's a tax-deductible sports car.
Really like the seating position. Really like the comfortable seats as well, that was surprising. Aircon's fantastic, it's ice cold. The ground clearance in this is really high, which is good, especially getting onto rough building sites. You can just drive straight up the gutter without a problem. And the size of the tray, it's huge.
It was a comfortable vehicle on a long haul. Running around with a work crew, or you had a large family and you wanted to take all your tools with you, it would certainly get the job done.
When you first saw it, what ran through your mind?
When I first saw it, I thought it was big but not overly big, practical for work.
Probably fun was the first thing that came to mind. And then, yeah, like how practical it would actually be for me.
I really didn't like the look of it. As one of the colleagues said, it looks like it's a drop pie. But overall, I'm quite happy with it after driving it for a few days. For a turbo diesel, it's quite powerful.
Not really a work ute, more of a looking ute or a fun ute to get out outside the work site.
All right, what did you think of the others? The Mahindra?
Pretty spacious inside, good viewing out the back so you could see the tray. I liked it was a big tray on it.
I didn't mind driving it, but the styling is horrible. And I thought the interior was more like 80s styling, not 21st century styling compared to this car.
Fully featured inside, very comfortable. You're limited with the dual cab in what you can carry in the back, but I guess that depends on the job you do.
How about the Amarok?
Very basic, practical vehicle, had plenty of power, definitely got the job done.
The Amarok I quite enjoyed. Being a father of 3 girls, I thought it's good to have the crew cab. Didn't really like the air conditioning. Didn't seem to be cold enough for me.
It has quite a big tray too, which I thought was quite a plus feature. If you had a pallet, you can fit a pallet in the back.
The Renault Master.
It was very easy to drive, but it's, if you take it to the shops, it's too hard to park.
Massive truck, great thing, and seat 7, which is awesome if you've got a big family.
The gearbox in it's terrible. It's got like a lag between gears. I found the 4 seats across the back were probably a little bit too narrow. They would have been better off to have 3 more roomy seats, I think.
How about the Holden Commodore SV6?
It really is a fun car to drive, but it's not a work vehicle.
Fantastic interior, plenty of power, very comfortable, a nice drive.
Yeah, that was fun. Only 2 seats, so with a little girl, it's a bit hard to get the family in it, but it's great for a fun car, and you know, it goes nice, it's comfortable.
What do you usually lug in and out of work every day?
You know, a couple of toolboxes full of tools, and you know, the odd plank and bit of scaffold frame and stuff like that.
We do concrete testing, so they're quite heavy, and that's probably a negative of this. Its payload it doesn't have a very high payload.
Normally it's a mixture of gear, either taking gear out to the guys or working from site or going out to do surveys and in-site inspections and technical work, as well as the project management work that we do.
Mainly machine attachments and buckets, jackhammers, augers, that sort of thing.
And if you could take one of these home today, which one would it be?
Probably take the Amarok for work and the Holden Utes for fun, so I'll take 2.
The Amarok would be the vehicle to take home.
Probably the Amarok. I really enjoyed that. Commodore was fun. That would be my second choice, but not interested in the others at all.
Probably the Volkswagen, the Amarok.
Obviously, there are a lot of factors that come into play. For these guys, family is a priority, so the dual cab is an obvious winner in that department. We need to thank Tradies Exchange for hooking us up with these fantastic guys, and this can only be described as part 1. There are so many Utes that suit different purposes for different jobs, different lifestyles and different people, so stay tuned.